Okay, presentation number 3 of 10 is entitled 4 Things You Have to Do, and it has to do with the important steps necessary in maintaining a network marketing company. And in this presentation we'll be discussing some things that you must do to be successful in network marketing. And everyone making over $100,000 either per year or per month in network marketing has done and continues to do these 4 things. So I'm going to give you an analogy, and to give you a better understanding of the 4 necessary things you must do in network marketing, we'll use the analogy of taking a trip in your car. And your origin represents where you are now, and financial freedom, which is what we're all looking for, is represented by your destination. So the first thing pertains to your vehicle. The first thing you need to do in network marketing is get in and get started. No one has ever made any money in network marketing in any company without first getting in and getting started. So the business that you choose is your vehicle, and your vehicle could cost anywhere between a couple dollars and a couple $1,000s. So the question that you have to ask yourself is, do you want a business? There's no investment required for a job. There is an investment required for a business. A job doesn't provide you the potential of financial freedom. A business does. So you have to answer that question first. Think about a cappuccino stand. Just the coffee maker itself can run $2,000 before you pour a cup of coffee. And on the other extreme, McDonald's costs $1.5 million for just the name. So the next thing is oil and gas. The second thing you're going to have to do is get gas and oil for your trip. As you travel, you'll use up your fuel and oil, and it's going to be necessary to replace them. So in this case, in network marketing, this is your products. And products that work best for producing long-term residual income are called consumables. In other words, they are consumed, used, and repurchased. So you will use your product for both personal use and to sample out. And you'll have to continually replenish your supply. So that's getting your oil and gas, replacing your product. The third thing you're going to have to do is get into high gear. So you've got your vehicle, you've got your oil and your gas, now it's time to get into gear. Nobody starts in high gear, we all start in neutral. And notice that network marketing is not an automatic. It takes work on your part to make it run. If you never get out of gear, obviously you'll never get to your destination. So how to get into high gear? When you sponsor someone, you're in first gear. You should begin by setting a goal of sponsoring 5 serious people, and you'll be in first gear times 5 times. And we'll discuss how to tell who is serious in a later presentation. Second gear is when you help your 5 sponsored people, your 5 first gear people, get in gear 5 times. You're in second gear times 25. You get 5, who get 5, and you're in second gear times 25. So this means 5 personally sponsored with 25 on your second level. Third gear. To get into third gear, teach your 5 people to teach. You teach your 5 people to teach their 5 people, or your 25 people, to get in first gear 5 times. So, do not get into first gear for a 6th time unless you have an open spot to give them all the attention necessary. Remember, only work with 5 people at a time. So your 5 first gear people work on building depth. You're now in third gear times 125. So you've got 5 on your first level, times 5 is 25 on your second level, times 5 is 125 on your third level, and some major revenue going through your business. Now, fourth gear. When your first level people are in third gear, you will be in fourth gear. So this is how you build duplication in your organization. Notice how much smoother your ride is in fourth gear. This is true of your organization as well. So by this time you'll have embedded leadership, and you'll not be able to stop momentum even if you wanted it to stop. So how do you get into overdrive? Simply teach your people to get their people into third gear, and so on. Put them into fourth gear and you're in overdrive. So this is the equivalent of 5 on your first level, 25 on your second level, 125 on your third level, 625 on your fourth level, and 1025 on your fifth level. So all you have to do is drive 5 people 5 levels deep, and you've got 1,805 distributors, which will get you to financial freedom in most cases. And remember, everyone only sponsored 5 people. It's not any more difficult than sponsoring 5 and teaching. So lastly, sharing the product. The last thing you have to do on your trip is share your products with those that you meet on the trip. Again, I did not say sales. We're not selling the product or knocking on doors to push the product. We're sharing the product, helping people understand the benefit, and when they ask where to get it, you tell them. You have a handful of customers, but if you've got those 1,800 people in your organization sharing with a handful of people, you've got a large portion of product that you're being paid on. So it's important to understand that if you want to get to your destination, getting in gear, in other words, sponsoring, is more important than meeting people and sharing product along the way. They're both important, but you will get to your destination by getting in gear. So to recap, get in the car, get gas and oil, and get into high gear. Share products along the way. To get into first gear, don't say anything, just use this system. Drive them to residual income along with your upline sponsors' help, and let us do all of the work. This is a tool so that you don't need to know really anything. If you say less to more people and pique their interest and utilize this system, and your sponsor to do the rest, very little time is needed to succeed when you do it correctly. So next is presentation number 4. It talks about building depth, and it's called Digging Down to Bedrock, and I'll see you then.